Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I will practice some questions on array. But before starting that, let me show you a quick recap what we have studied in the last video. Okay, in the last session. So we have learned how we can use array, how we can enter elements from the user using for loop. Okay, if we want to declare a certain element in a fixed position of the array, that is a fixed index, we can declare it like using first data type, then array name. It is the main syntax, and then the position of that index, that is sixth. Okay, or anything which you want, any position is equal to, then you just have to write that particular value, for example 65 or any number that you want. Okay, in this video I will tell you something more. If you want to declare using but this is how you can enter elements from the user using for loop. In this manner, user will enter values using for loop, that is similar to that I is equal to 0, then I is less than n, that is the total number of elements, I plus plus, then using scanf, then formatted specifier, that is mostly used %d for int data type, and last array name with size as variable I. Okay, in this manner you can take values from the user. But what if you want to declare the elements of the array itself, not just one element, whole elements of array? Okay, so in this way, in for doing that you have to use this syntax. Firstly you have to write data type, then array name, and then the total size, for example the size of that is 10, and then equal to, and then start curly braces. Okay, and then write the element, for example the first element is 8 in the 0th index, then you, for entering the element, or you can say entering the value in the first index, second index, third index, and so on, you have to just put a comma. Okay, so comma 23, 65, 77, 98, 54, 33, 22, and so on. Okay, and at last you have to use semicolon to declare this. Okay, a common example is like this: int arr 5, the size of the array is 5, then curly braces 0, 4, 5, 5, 4, 7, 3. Okay, so in this manner, in the 0th index, the value which will be stored will be 0, then 5, then 4, then 7, and at last 3. In this manner, at each memory block, the index will store all these values. Okay, so this is how you can declare the whole array elements at once. First you have to write the data type, then the array name, and then the size of the array, that is 5 or anything which is the size of the array, and at last enter the elements. So now if the situation is like this: int arr 10, the size of the array is 10, but you want to enter only three values. Okay, 0, 2, 3. The obviously the size will be 10 and the elements is 3, so more 7 spaces will be wasted. It will be 0 declared by the user, by the by the compiler. 0 will be allocated at rest index after second. That is, this is the 0th index, this is the first index, this is the second index, and after the second index 0 will be allocated at rest index. Okay, after the second index, or you can say that memory block. Okay, so what will be happening is that in the 0th index the value 0 will be allocated, in the first index the value 2 will be allocated, in the second index the value 3 will be allocated. But what will be allocated, or you can say declared, at rest of the indexes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I have told you that 0 will be allocated. So here Here at rest of these values 0 will be allocated by default. It is a default value, it will be automatically declared 0. Okay. So in this manner in compiler, array stores all these values in this index. Okay. Now let's start with some questions. So the question here is, write a program to read and display n numbers using an array. So this is the question. So you have to write a program to read and display n numbers using an array. It is very simple. Firstly, starting with the main header files in C language, that is hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Okay, so after writing all those things, you have first to visualize what will be the output on the output screen. Okay, so according to that you have to write the code. So first of all, let's write the output. So what will be the output? We want, here it is given that write a program to read and display n numbers using an array. So firstly we have to take values. Okay, so we have to take values of the array, and then we have to display those values using a proper format in the output screen. So output must be like this: enter the size of the array. Firstly we have to write the size of the array, then enter the elements of the array. We have to write the elements of the array. What are the elements using for loop and scanf? And then we have to show them that these are the elements of the array at this specific position. So the elements of the array are, and here all the values will be shown. So this is the output. For this output, what we need? We need a variable n for size of the array. Enter the elements of the array. For entering the elements of array, we will use for loop. So for loop we use a variable. So most preferably I is used always, so I will be the variable here. Enter the elements of the array. It is I here. Now the elements of the array are the we have to show at last the elements of the array are. So the array will be anything which you want, arr, and the size of the array which will be n. So here in the parenthesis bracket we will not declare the size because we have to take the value, that is the size of the array from the user. So this is the main output screen. So according to that we have to write code. So firstly we will declare the variable, we will declare the data type, that is int data type. Then I is equal to 0 is declared very earlier. Okay, to save some memory block. Okay, and then we will declare the variable n. Here n is used for size of the array, then the array name arr. Okay, now we can use clear scr. Okay, and we it is not compulsory to use, it's upon our choice, so I will not use it. Printf, enter the size of the array, then scanf %d n. N is the size of the array and percent is the formatted specifier for int data type. Now printf, enter the elements of the array. So for entering the elements, we will use for loop for I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0 declared earlier, but we will declare it one more because it is compulsory in for loop to declare it. If we are using while loop, there is no need. We can declare like this: I is equal to 0, and then while I is less than n. And if this condition is true, I is equal to 0, and at last in this statement block I plus plus will be used. So this is how we use in while loop, but we are currently using for loop. So in for loop we will declare I is equal to 0. This is the format of for loop. I is less than n and I plus plus. Okay. So in for loop, we have we are required to use %d as the formatted specifier in scanf to take values, and then and the array name is arr, and the size will be I. So this is how we can enter the values from the user. We can take values from the user. Now we are required to print the values to the user. So slash n, the elements of the array which the user has entered, which you have entered are, okay, and then we will again use for loop to show the value. Just similarly to that concept, that for taking values from the user we are using for loop, because using for loop at each and every position of I, that is the index of the array, that value stored %d, that is the format is specifier for int data type, to store the integer data type value using scanf. Okay, so similar context, if we want to show the value to the output screen, in the output screen to the user, then we are also required to use for loop. Okay, in similar manner we are also required to use for loop. In for loop, there is just a slight change, that we want to take values from the user, then we use scanf. Okay, but here we want to print the elements of the array which the user has entered earlier. So for that we will again use for loop, and in the statement condition of for loop we will use not scanf but printf %d, and we will remove this and symbol and write the name of the array to print on the output screen. Okay, so for I is equal to 0, I is less than n. This is the same condition, this is the same condition and the same thing which we have written in the inside the for loop. Then printf, I've already told that we want to print the values, so we will use printf, and here we want to take the value, so we have used, you have used scanf. Okay, printf, and the %d formatted is specified for int data type, and then array name, that is arr I. So here at each and every value of I we have stored allocate memory, and in that memory that %d value 4 5 6 7 whatever the user has entered is stored in that index. But here we want to show that all those values, so we will again use I here as the in the position of the size of the array to show all the values which the user has entered earlier using scanf. Okay, and then at last semicolon, and at last we can use return 0. Okay, so the code is complete. So let's go to the execute section, then compile. Here we can see that there is no errors. We can declare the size of the array, but in some compilers it is not compulsory to declare the size of the array as earlier. But if we declare it, it is a good programming practice. Then again go to the execute option and then run. Enter the size of the array. For example, I take the size of the array is 5. Then enter the elements of the array. I enter the values 7, 6, 3, 2, 9. Okay, so you can see that the elements of the array which you have entered are 7, 6, 3, 2, 9, but there is no space between them, so it is a very messy type. So let's go to the printf section, and here we will use slash t. Slash t is used to give some text space between two numbers. Okay, so let's again go to the execute option, compile, and then run. There is no errors and warnings, and enter the size of the array. So again I will use same number of elements, that is 5, size of the array 5, elements of the array 2, 3, 9, 6, 7. The elements of the array which you have entered are, here it is written 2, 3, 9, 6 and 7. So in this manner you can take values from the user using array and show them all the values again using array. So there is just difference that for taking values you will use scanf, which is most commonly used, and to show value you will use printf. Okay, so let's move to the next question. In the next question we are required to write a program to find the smallest element in the array. So what we are supposed to do is that, let's go to the again output string. We let's visualize what will be the output here, so it will be easier for us to code. Enter the size of array. So here firstly we will want the use we are giving authorization to the user to give the size of the array. Okay, so enter the size of the array. So here variable will the size like n, and then enter the elements of the array. Okay, so the user will again enter the all the elements of the array, and that elements maybe, yeah, using for loop, and in for loop we will again use I. So then in the output string it must show the smallest number is this. Okay, so for that we will use again another variable. So this is the smallest number. Okay, so it will be more clear and more accurate if we also give the position, that is the index value of that number which is stored in the array. So the position of the of that element is any value, any variable which we have declared earlier, we can use it. So this is the output screen. Okay, so let's again go to the coding section. So the question is, now the question has some difference, slightly changed question. Write a program to find the smallest number in the smallest element in the array and show its position. Okay, we are required to show the position also. So let's start with the basic header files of the C. Okay, so this is hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, int main, and then curly braces, and in that curly braces we will write the code. So here firstly we will declare the variable where we declare the data type. So here the data type being used is int, and then in array most commonly int is always used. So you can use always int data type in array. Okay, so int, then you will we have to declare I for loop, then n for size of the array, then array name the size of the array may be 20. Okay, and then we have to declare small, that is the variable which shows the smallest element out of all the elements in the array, small, and then pos. This pos variable will show the position. You can write whole word position, or you can use any variable depending upon your choice, which you can relate very easily. Pos, and then write printf slash n, enter the size of the array. Okay, then scanf percent %d, and then n. Okay, then printf, we have to take values from the user, enter the elements of the array. For that we will use for loop. I is equal to 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus. Okay, now for taking values we will use scanf, then percent %d for formatted specifier, that is the formatted specifier for int data type, and then use the and symbol, and the array name, that is arr, and in place of size we will use I. So this is how enter the size of array, enter the elements of the array. This task is done. This task is done. Enter the size of the array and enter the elements of the array. Okay, now we have to find the smallest number. So there are many algorithms, there is many logic. So one of the logic is, if you declare, firstly if you declare that the first index element, that is the arr 0, is equal to small, that is first element, that is the first element of the array is smallest. Okay, and the position here will obviously be 0, because here it is in the 0th position, the index is 0, so the position will be always 0. Now we can use if condition. Okay, we can check that in using for loop we can check that in which condition, using if statement, in which condition arr I, all the it will check all the elements of the array, that is 4 5 6 7, whatever you have written, it will all check that is less than small. So if any element is less than small, then we will declare small is equal to that element. Okay, and then for position, the position will be obviously I. Okay, so this is a logic where in which we have to declare firstly that we have to suppose that the first index element of the array is the smallest number, that is the smallest element in the array out of all the other elements of the array. Then we have to declare that the position is 0, that is obviously if the element of the zeroth index is the smallest number, so obviously the position will always be 0. Now we will use for loop, that is I is equal to 0, I is less than n, then I plus plus. Okay, so in which we will check that for is there any other values in the array that is less than that small. So if that is present, so it will already assign that value to the small. Okay, and the position will be already changed. I that the For example, if the fourth element uh, fourth element is equal to uh, small, okay, and that value is 65. Okay, so the 65 will be the smallest element present in the array. So if again it will check for arr 3, now arr 4, then arr 5. For example, if arr 5 is equal to 60, 54. Okay, so 54 is now less than 65. Okay, so in this manner you can say that arr 5 is less than small is already declared 65 because small is equal to arr 3. So a series of iterative loop statements will be continued here, and if any condition is true here, then it will automatically assign that particular value in place of that small variable, and if there is no such present, after checking all, the last element will be the smallest element. Okay, so here the last statement, here the last element will be 54, and 54 will be the smallest element present in the array. Other values may be 74, 65, 332, any values which will always be greater than 54. So in this manner we can find out the smallest number in an array. Okay, and the position will be I. So here the value of I is 5, so the position will be 5. Okay, so the position will be 5. So let's go to the coding section in the file 1. Now let's declare the first array element, that is arr 0, first index element, is equal to small. Okay, then which I had already told you uh, just few seconds back, pos is equal to 0. Now using for loop to check at each and every value, I is less than n, I is plus plus. Now um, we will use if statement. If arr I, okay, is less than small, it will arr I here will be all the values which you have entered. It will check that any value is less than small, that is less than the first index element or not. If it is present, if it is less than, then what will be happening? Small will be assigned to arr I. The value of the value of that index, that is that element, will be assigned to the small variable, and the position will be obviously I, which I have already told you just few seconds back. Okay, so using this if statement we can declare we can check that which value is the smallest element out of all the other elements in an array. Now it will be a good programming practice if we use curly braces in if statement also, so any possible errors and warnings will be tolerated. Okay, now we have finded the smallest element and the position of that smallest element. Now we have to print it to show to the user that this is the smallest element. So slash and printf the smallest element in the array is. Okay, so here we will use %d because the data type being used over here is int data type, and at last enter the small variable because the small is the variable declared to show that which is the smallest element present. So the position position of the smallest element is %d, and here that position variable is pos. Okay, and at last we will use return 0. So now let's go to the execute option. So here there is a slight mistake which I have written, that I had written arr 0 is equal to small, which is a wrong statement. So why this is wrong? Because in C language, that right value variable is assigned to the left variable. Okay, so here I want that the zeroth index element will be assigned to the small variable. So it must be small is equal to arr 0, so that the value of that arr 0 will be assigned to small. But what I had right mistake, that is arr 0 is equal to small, which is wrong. So I have written it small is equal to arr 0, and the rest code is same as earlier. You can see that. Now we go to the execute option, then compile section, and after going to the compile section we'll go to the run section. In run, enter the size of the array, and size may be 6. Enter the elements of the array: 4, 7, 47, 87, 34, 2. So here it is, you can clearly see that the smallest element in the array is 2, that is the last one, and the position of the smallest element is 5, which is clear that the zeroth index is 4, this is 1, this is 2, this is third index, this is the fourth index, 34, and this is the fifth index. So here the position is 5. So I hope you like this video, and if there is any doubt you can message me in the WhatsApp group, or you can write your doubt in the comment section. I will make sure that I answer all the questions in the next video. And this is the array playlist in which I will cover all the questions of array from basic to advanced. Okay, and I had already started a playlist of pointers where the videos will be going very soon. So that's it for this video. See you in next video. Thank you very much.